The UML stands for Unified Modeling Language. The UML is a diagram that is a visual language or a drawing notation with semantics used to create models of programs. When you study software engineering class, you are going to study this one in detail, but in this course, we are going to use one of the UML diagrams. There are several kinds of UML diagrams that they are use case diagram, activity diagram, interaction diagram or sequence diagram or class diagram or state diagram. So we are going to study class diagram only to model programs and then we will learn how to draw class diagram. Here is an example of a use case diagram, and this is an activity diagram, and this is a sequence diagram or interaction diagram. So this is a class diagram we are going to study in detail, and this is a state diagram. State diagram is actually the same as a state transition diagram in sequential circuit design in the logic design or computer organization class. So class diagram is showing class information and the relationships among classes. That's the purpose of that. So three aspects of a class is presented. So when you want to present the name of the class only, you have some rectangle and give the name of the class only. So one variation is just the name of the class member only. Another variation is a class with the member methods or functions. So class name and then functions or method names are there. Another variation is a class name and the data member and then methods. All three are presented there. So there's no such combination that you have a class name and data member only. No such variation exists. So these are three variations of diagram. When you specify the accessibility of a data member of a method, you have three notations: public access, protected access, and private access. Public access, we use a plus sign, protected pound, private minus sign. So if I go back here, display is a method in square class, plus means a public method. Another example, the variable length is a private access of a class named square. Display is a public access. So if you give a pound sign, that becomes a protected access. So using that notation, we specify access mode. And as you can see briefly, when you specify data member, you give a name of the variable first, colon, and then data type last. That's the UML notation. Also for functions, if you have a return type, you give after colon, you give a return type after. So name and the data types are in reverse order compared to Java language.